This is 6.2 value, price and consumer surplus. Let's check demand and marginal benefit. In this chapter, we will understand the connection between demand and marginal benefit. In everyday life, when we talk about getting value for money, we are distinction between value and price. Value is what the buyer gets. Price is what the buyer pays. The value of one more unit of a good or service is its marginal benefit. In economics, the everyday idea of value is marginal benefit, which we measure as the maximum price that the people are willing to pay for another unit of a good or service. The demand curve tells us this price. The marginal benefit decreases as more of the good is consumed because of the principle of decreasing marginal benefit. In the example here, the demand curve is a marginal benefit curve. The demand curve for pizza tells us the dollar worth of other goods and services that people are willing to forego to consume one more pizza. That is, how much they are ready to give up the other good for one more additional unit of pizza. In figure, the demand curve shows the quantity demanded at a given price. When the price is $10 a pizza, the quantity demanded is 10,000 pizzas a day. The demand curve shows the maximum price that people are willing to pay when there is given quantity. When 10,000 pizzas a day are available, the most that people are willing to pay for the 10,000th pizza is $10. So the marginal benefit from the 10,000 pizza is $10. It means that at the price $10, there is a demand of 10,000 pizzas per day. That is their marginal benefit or value attached by the consumer. Consumer surplus. We don't always have to pay as much as we are willing to pay. So when people buy something for less than it is worth to them, they receive a consumer surplus. They say they got a good deal. Consumer surplus is therefore the excess of marginal benefit from a good over the price paid for it, summed over the quantities consumed. In other words, the additional benefit enjoyed by the consumers who pay less than they are willing and able to pay for a good. We can say this as the consumer surplus equals the maximum amount a consumer is willing to pay for a good minus its current market price, or what he actually pays. The figure illustrates the consumer surplus. At the current market price of $10, the consumer will purchase 10,000 pizzas per day. Some people, however, value pizza more than $10, which is shown by points A, B, C on the figure on the demand curve for pizza, which tells us the quantity of pizza that people plan to buy at each price and the marginal benefit from pizza at each quantity. If the price of pizza is $10, people buy 10,000 pizzas a day. The expenditure on pizza is $100,000, which is shown by the area of the blue rectangle in the figure. This is the total amount paid by the consumer. To calculate consumer surplus, we must find the consumer surplus on each pizza and add these consumer surpluses together. For the 10,000th pizza, the marginal benefit equals $10 and the people say pay $10, so the consumer surplus on this pizza is 0. People willing and able to pay is equal to what they actually pay. So there is no consumer surplus. Demand curve tells us that people are willing to pay $15 for the 5,000th pizza. So the consumer surplus on the 5,000 pizza is $15 minus $10, which is $5. For the first pizza, the marginal benefit is almost $20. So on this pizza, consumer surplus is almost $10. Surplus is approximately equal to the shaded area between point C and the price $10. The consumer surplus from the 10,000 pizzas that people buy is 50,000. Extra amount they're willing to pay, shown by the area green triangle. So the total consumer surplus or the area of the green triangle is equal to base times height times over 2. That is, the 10,000 is the base of the triangle, times $10 is the height, over 2, which is $50,000, which is the extra amount the consumers were willing to pay for 10,000 pizzas. The total benefit is the amount paid, that is $100,000, that is blue triangle, plus the consumer surplus, that is $50,000 a day, shown in green triangle, and is $150,000. So the consumer surplus or net benefit equals total benefit minus amount paid. So here the total amount or the total benefit is $150,000 minus the actual amount paid is $100,000. So the extra is the consumer surplus, which the consumers were ready to pay, these $50,000. A numerical example. So how many drinks will you buy if the cost is $7? To make this decision, you must use marginal analysis for each level. This means comparing a marginal benefit with marginal cost of an additional unit of activity. In this case, marginal cost is just equal to $7. For the first drink, the marginal benefit is $20, whereas the marginal cost is $7. So you should buy the drink. The second drink, the marginal benefit is $12, which is again greater than marginal cost, which is just $7. So you should buy the drink. Here also marginal benefit is greater than marginal cost. The third drink, the marginal benefit is $6, whereas the marginal cost is $7. So marginal cost is greater than marginal benefit, or the marginal benefit is less than marginal cost. So you should not buy the drink. So with this simple process, we can easily see that you will buy 2 drinks unless there is a price change. Net benefit or consumer surplus. So what is our net benefit from the action, or how much happiness have we gained? To calculate, all we have to do is add up our benefits and subtract our costs. So the total benefit here is $20 plus $12, that is $32. The total cost at each is $7 plus $7, that is $14. So net benefit is $32 minus $14, which is $18. It is important to recognize that our active marginal analysis has maximized this benefit. Consider what would happen if purchased 3 drinks. If we go with the third one, what will happen? Let's see. So total benefit here is by adding all the 3, that is $20, $12 and $6. We get $38, whereas total cost, which costed us, is $21. The net benefit is $38 minus $21, which is $17. Note that although total benefit is more than it was previously, net benefit is lower. Looking closer, we can see that net benefit fell because our total cost rose $14 minus $21 by more than our total benefit, $32 minus $38. As a quick rule, when total benefit rise more than total costs, then the action is logical. When total cost rise more than the total benefit, then the action is illogical.